Hey babes! Welcome back to the channel where we break down the messiest influencer drama so you don't have to scroll for receipts. We've got influencer chaos, cheating rumors, and a podcast call-out, aka your new hyperfixation. Tana Mongeau just responded to Catherine McBroom calling her out on Call Her Daddy, and it's giving major throwback to one of the most chaotic cheating scandals in YouTube history. From boxing beefs to deleted TikToks and nannies that weren't actually nannies, we're diving into all of it. And trust me, what Tana said, it had the internet divided. But to really understand why this drama hit so hard, we need to rewind to 2021, back when the YouTube versus TikTok boxing match had the internet in a chokehold, and Tana decided to expose Austin McBroom just hours before he stepped into the ring. And no, this wasn't a soft call-out or vague tweet. Tana named names and spilled everything. She accused Austin of cheating on Catherine with some random girl who left her lipstick in his car. According to Tana, chaos erupted when Catherine found it and immediately FaceTimed Austin, who broke down crying, blaming the lipstick on Tana, who wasn't even involved. Tana says she lied to protect their kids, but the real kicker? She did it all while rooting for Bryce Hall in the boxing match, yelling, "Team Bryce on God," like it was a war cry. And just when things couldn't get messier, Austin clapped back online, calling Tana the biggest clout chaser of them all, and claiming the lipstick wasn't even hers. It was Erica Costell's. He said he was just giving Jake and Erica a ride. Then Erica popped in, trying to clear the air, and said it wasn't even lipstick, it was a KKW lip liner. And yes, she wanted it back. And while that lip liner saga could have ended there, it didn't. Because years later, Catherine McBroom brought it all back up during her Call Her Daddy interview. Like she'd been sitting on this story and finally decided to spill. Alex Cooper asked her about the cheating rumors involving Austin, and Catherine didn't hold back. She recalled the moment she found the lip product in the car, one she never drove, and how Austin brushed it off with some weak excuse about giving someone a ride. But Catherine made it clear. She didn't buy it then, and she sure as hell doesn't buy it now. And here's where things got shady. Catherine said Tana recently brought this up again, which wasn't exactly true. The original video was from 2021, but somehow it made its way back into the spotlight, and Catherine seemed to throw a little heat Tana's way for airing it out publicly instead of going straight to her. And of course, the internet wanted to know exactly how Tana felt about getting called out like that, so she addressed it head-on in the latest episode of the Cancelled podcast. And in true Tana fashion, it started with chaos. She literally had to call Jake Paul to piece the whole memory back together. She said it wasn't even on her 2025 bingo card to start her day by dialing Jake, but she needed help remembering the timeline. According to her, she was never close with Austin or Catherine and only met them through Jake. They collabed once, went to the McBroom house, and that was it. Tana swears the cheating rumors were already everywhere in LA and that Catherine had to have known what Austin was up to. She doubled down on the fact that she wasn't trying to be shady, she just genuinely thought Catherine was aware of the cheating. Tana also made it clear this wasn't about not being a girl's girl, but more about clapping back at Austin, who was dragging her into his boxing beef with Bryce. In her words, she was in her unhinged, confrontational online era, and Austin was poking the bear. And once that bear got poked, Tana went all in. She said the TikTok she made back then wasn't about protecting anyone. It was about calling Austin out for being messy and manipulative. She made it clear that she had zero interest in keeping anything from Catherine, or siding with Austin. In fact, she literally said she'd sooner die than protect him. Tana's words were blunt. She's always thought Austin was disgusting, and she never once cared about being on his good side. But what really got under her skin was how people twisted the situation to say she wasn't being loyal to other women. Tana shut that down fast, saying she's always ridden for Catherine and still believes she deserved so much better. To her, there was no point in going to Catherine directly back then because in her eyes, Catherine already knew and was just trying to survive in a complicated situation tied up in family, fame, and finances. And honestly, the way Tana explained it, you could tell she wasn't just being messy. She genuinely believed that reaching out wouldn't have changed anything. She said multiple people had already tried to warn Catherine in the past, and nothing came of it. So in her mind, going to her directly would have been pointless, especially since she assumed Catherine had her own reasons for staying. And Tana made sure to add, she wasn't shaming Catherine for that either. She acknowledged how hard it must have been to leave someone like Austin, especially with kids, a massive platform, and a public brand built around the idea of a perfect family. So when people accused her of not being a girl's girl, she pushed back hard. This wasn't about withholding info, it was about surviving in a world where everyone already knew the truth. And instead of pretending to be polite, she just aired out the mess publicly, like she always does. But just when the dust started to settle, Tana stirred things up again, this time with a little accidental chaos on her own podcast. In the same canceled episode where she addressed the Catherine drama, she also teased the end of the podcast with Brooke. And yeah, people freaked out. She explained that she was debating the episode title and didn't want to use something like Tana Responds to Catherine McBroom because she genuinely respects Catherine and didn't want to clickbait her name. So instead, she teased that canceled might be ending, which somehow caused even more drama. Fans flooded the comments thinking it was the final episode, speculating that she and Brooke had secretly fallen out. Tana had to jump online and clarify that no, this wasn't the last episode. They're just planning to wrap it up when their contract ends. But in classic Tana fashion, she admitted the title was a bit of a clickbait moment and joked that she still hasn't learned her lesson when it comes to misleading headlines. And honestly, that moment kind of summed up where Tana is right now, caught between the chaos of her past and the rebrand she's slowly teasing. She said she doesn't even like talking about influencer drama anymore, but somehow she keeps getting pulled back into it. Whether it's lip liner scandals or podcast rumors, the internet eats it up every time. And with her and Brooke going separate ways after the canceled contract ends, it sounds like Tana's trying to pivot, maybe into something more mature. Or at least less messy. But if there's one thing we've learned from this whole situation, it's that Tana will always respond. She's not the type to stay quiet. And whether you love her or hate her, she knows how to keep people watching. From calling out Austin to defending her loyalty to Catherine, she made one thing crystal clear. She's not here to protect cheaters or sugarcoat the truth. Okay, babes, that's the full breakdown. Lip liners, cheating accusations, clickbait chaos and all. Honestly, this whole situation had more layers than a Sephora sale bin. But I want to know what you think. Was Tana out of pocket for blasting it online? Or was she just saying what everyone already knew? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to be reading everything. And don't forget to like the video if you're still here, because clearly you're invested. Hit that subscribe button for more messy updates, and turn on the bell so you never miss a drop of drama. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!